Tensions between the United States and Venezuela remain on the global spotlight as President Trump says he has cancelled a planned second wave of strikes after Caracas showed what he called cooperation. Trump is also pushing a $100 billion oil investment plan with major global energy firms and a signal talks with Venezuelan opposition figures in Washington. DD India's Rabindra Chauhan gets us more.
US President Donald Trump on Friday announced that he had cancelled a second wave of strikes, citing what he called cooperation from Caracas. Trump said Venezuela has begun releasing political prisoners and that both countries are working together to rebuild oil and gas infrastructure, though US ships will remain in place for security. Trump's comments came hours after he said in a Fox News interview that Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado is expected to visit Washington next week, despite earlier doubts about her domestic support. Trump also claimed that major global oil companies have pledged $100 billion to revive Venezuela's oil sector. He made clear that control of Venezuela's oil reserves is central to Washington's strategy. Venezuela's interim leadership rejected Trump administration's plan of controlling its oil industry and insisted that it is holding talks with Washington on oil sales. Meanwhile, massive protests continue across Venezuela and tens of thousands of people took to the streets in Caracas on Thursday, condemning the United States' violation of their national sovereignty and demanding the release of President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores.
We are primarily protesting in defense of sovereignty. The sovereignty of our motherland was violated and trampled upon in the early morning of January 3. And undoubtedly, we also demand the immediate return of our President Maduro and National Assembly member Celia Flores.
Pope Leo on Friday reiterated his concern over the situation in Venezuela following the US ouster of Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro. Pope said he renews his appeal to respect the will of the Venezuelan people.
This pertains in particular to Venezuela in light of recent developments. In this regard, I renew my appeal to respect the will of the Venezuelan people and to safeguard the human and civil rights of all, ensuring a future of stability and concord.
Venezuela, which holds nearly a fifth of global oil reserves, has seen production collapse due to sanctions, underinvestment, and aging infrastructure. Analysts say restoring output will take years and tens of billions of dollars. Meanwhile, Russia claimed that the United States has agreed to release 2 Russian crew members from a Russian-flagged oil tanker seized in the North Atlantic. Moscow has condemned the seizure as illegal and warned it could escalate military and political tensions. Rabindra Chauhan's report for DD India.